up, peoples? How's it going? Welcome to my very first Blu Ray Collection video update. So, I got a good stack of videos this, over the last 2 weeks or so. So let's get right into it. Now, all of these were, I don't think I paid more than $5 for any of them. So, let's just take a look. I'm going to try to mix them up a little bit because I got them in order here and we don't really care about order. So, let's go ahead and just start with my favorite superhero, my least favorite of his movies. Because as you know, I'm trying to collect all the superhero movies, so that means you got to get the good ones and you got to get the bad ones. Well, let's start with a bad one. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I absolutely love Spider-Man. I love the suit from this movie. The rest of it, not so much. Not so much. And this is the 3D Blu-ray plus DVD. I think $5. So not a bad deal, not a bad pickup, because gotta have some Spider-Man in my collection, you know. If I'm gonna have all the superhero movies, gotta have it. If I'm gonna have all the Spider-Man movies, gotta double have it. So, Amazing Spider-Man 2, terrible movie. If you look back on my channel like several years ago, I did an entire 20-minute video explaining why I hate this movie. And maybe the link's in the description. I don't know if I'm gonna put it there or not. It's there. Alright, up next, let's just pick one out at random. Another bad superhero movie. See, now the thing with the superhero movies is I'm gonna find the bad ones, I think, first, because you can find those cheap, and my goal is to not spend a lot on any of these. It's just kind of fun. So, Elektra. $3 I think I paid for Elektra. I don't know if I think I've seen it, but I don't remember anything about it. I just remember it being everybody saying how terrible it is, and I remember her from Daredevil, but I don't know if I saw this one or not, so I'm interested in taking a look. It's the director's cut. We'll see how bad or how amazingly awesome that one really is. Alright, up next, yet another superhero movie. Had to pick this one up because this is one that basically started the entire current, superhero movie trend. It was this one. It's been since, Batman '89, they've been hit or miss. But then they really started getting serious with Blade. Blade was a great movie. I haven't seen it in years. A nice R-rated movie from 1998. Predated, the X-Men and then the Spider-Man franchise and then obviously the MCU and everything. Blade is what really kicked it into high gear, and I'm looking forward to revisiting this. It's been a long time since I've seen it. So, up next, let's see, what do we got? Oh, how appropriate. Speaking of Blade and kicking off the superhero universe, X-Men. The original X-Men from, 2000, I believe. Good movie. Patrick Stewart is Professor X. Hubert Jackman is Wolverine, there's no denying it. The rest of the cast, looking back now, hit or miss. But those two guys were great, and this movie was fantastic for the time. Maybe doesn't hold up quite as well now, but it's been a long time once again since I've seen this, and I have good memories of it. I'm looking forward to watching it again. Really brought the X-Men into today. Alright, what's next? Jesus. Fan 4 stick. Movie's awful. Movie's terrible. But the story behind the movie, the making of the movie, is fascinating. If you ever get a chance to look it up, it's a fascinating story of the director hating, the studio hating the director and them fighting about it and him disowning the movie, and some good stuff. which is all I'm going to say about it. It's got to be in the superhero movie collection, even if it's garbage. Alright. Man, there's a lot of stinkers in this pile. X-Men Origins Wolverine. It's got Deadpool in it. It's got Deadpool in it. The opening montage is pretty good. And where it shows, you know, Wolverine going through all the wars. But other than that, waste of time. But it's Wolverine. Gotta have it. Oh wait, that wasn't Wolverine. This is Wolverine! Yeah, the Wolverine. James Mangold. Silver Samurai. Fun stuff. This was a good Wolverine movie, and it was a good, you know, middle ground from X-Men Origins to Logan. It's a nice progression. It's a good movie. You should check it out if you haven't seen it. It's good times. Fast and Furious 6. Fast and Furious 6. I have not seen any of the Fast and Furious movies. I know, right? So, I'm going to try to get them all because it's big dumb fun. And sometimes I'm in the mood for big dumb fun. And it's really, I'll be honest with you, I was getting them for my wife because she loves these movies. But I am interested in checking it out as well. Yeah. Cars. I'm all about some cars. I'm a big car head. Batman Forever. I don't think I had ever seen this movie all the way through until a couple days ago. I loved Batman 89. I thought Batman Returns was pretty good. Always heard bad things about Forever and Batman and Robin. And it effectively killed the franchise too, so they weren't great movies. But this one is a lot of fun. Say what you want about it, and it's a terrible movie. But this one's fun. I rather enjoyed this, actually. You know, Jim Carrey is not the Riddler, he's just Jim Carrey. And Tommy Lee Jones is just batshit insane. So, it's fun stuff. I like this one, even though I probably shouldn't. But that's okay, and I'm just dropping shit all over the place now. Iron Man 2. General consensus is this is one of the worst MCU movies, but it's still perfectly fine. And I got the, you know, I showed this in the initial video. It's the 3-disc Blu Ray DVD set. I got it for a couple bucks. So, awesome addition to the collection. I want to go back and rewatch all these now, especially after Endgame, just to see, you know. Because it's been a while since I've seen this. And I didn't hate it. It introduced us to Black Widow. Whiplash wasn't that good, but, you know. The bird. Where's my bird? Iron Man 2. Somebody get this man a bird. Furious 7. For a series I've never seen, I've got 2 of the movies already. And it's the same thing as I said about the other one. I'm looking forward to watching these. Blade 2. Picked this one up for, you know, $3 or so. It's Blade. It's a little bit worse than the first one, but it's still not a bad movie. Ooh, I like that. I like that cover art. Like Blade looks all badass, and then I never noticed, but there's a spooky face behind him. Spooky. Don't know how well you can see that, but spooky. Daredevil director's cut. I did not hate this movie as much as everybody else. Once again, not fantastic. Always rated as one of the worst movies ever. But they always say the director's cut is not that bad. And it must be true, because I didn't hate the director's cut. I thought it was perfectly fine. The Avengers. The Avengers. In 2012, when this thing hit the screen, it was just absolutely mind-blowing that you know, that what we were finally seeing was the comics on the big screen. This movie did it better than most movies have done before or since, to be honest with you. Because, unlike now with the MCU, which I don't fault the MCU, but you have to have seen the movies to know what's going on. Like in Endgame, you will need to see. This one, despite it being the fifth or sixth movie in the series, you can see it by itself. You just show up. It does a good enough job setting itself up where you don't need to know everything from the past. It helps if you do, but you don't need to. Avengers is, cream of the crop. Superhero storytelling. X-Men First Class, my favorite of the X-Men movies. I really like this one. I really like Michael Fassbender as Magneto. I think he does a great job. And Dude McGillicuddy as Professor X. Not bad. I can appreciate that. James McAvoy as Professor X. He does a good job. It's kind of lame. There's a couple parts in it that's just kind of stupid. But overall, this is a really solid X-Men movie. And as I said, probably my favorite. I love the Wolverine cameo. X2, X-Men United. From the original series, probably the best. That Nightcrawler scene at the beginning is a thing of beauty. It gets a little heavy-handed, though, so I wouldn't rank it in my probably top 10 superhero movies anymore. It used to be really high on the list before, everything got good all of a sudden, which what the hell. But it's certainly not bad. Certainly not bad. Certainly the best of the original trilogy. Good times. Good times in Nightcrawler, man. Nightcrawler was pretty badass in that. X-Men Last Stand. That's right. You see, I actually picked up almost all of the X-Men movies in my first month. And I found X-Men, X2, The Last Stand, and the Wolverine all at Big Lots. $5. Well, $5 each. Swing by there. I highly recommend swinging by a Big Lots. They've got a setup of Blu-rays, and there's some good stuff in there. Some stuff you would not expect in there. So definitely worth a check. But anyway, X-Men Last Stand, Dark Phoenix story, told poorly, Professor X blows up. I needed the Amazing Spider-Man. This one's not bad. I don't like the way the lizard looks. I don't like the gold eyes on the costume. And the unnecessary focus on the untold story of Peter Parker's parents. It's untold because people don't care about it. And they never solve it. Between this and Amazing Spider-Man 2, just watch my old video. Amazing Spider-Man. Not a bad movie. Emma Stone, right? Emma Stone? Yeah. Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy I thought was really good. I liked Emma Stone. Andrew Garfield, not bad. Not bad. This one's alright. I'm looking forward to rewatching that one. It's been way too long since I've seen it. So, Jurassic Park. I should love Jurassic Park because you know how I feel about, Godzilla giant monsters. I saw this back in the day, which was what, 93? Yeah, so I saw this back then. Didn't really care about it. Never saw the sequels. I saw Jurassic World. Thought it was fine. Need to go back and watch it to get the love for it, because honestly it just doesn't do much for me. But this is the Blu Ray 3D digital copy, DVD, regular Blu Ray, all $5. Once again, $5. It's a good pickup. Definitely worth it just to go relive it and see if it's as bad as I remember it, or to see if I just didn't know. I don't know. Jurassic Park. Everybody loves this movie. I seem to be in the minority on that. But who knows? Maybe once I go back and watch it, I'll be like, oh yeah, that was pretty good. Alright. RoboCop. Double feature. 2014 and 1987. Now, I haven't watched the 2014 version yet, but I did go back and rewatch the 1987 version because it's probably the first time I've seen it since 1987 or 1988 or somewhere in there when it was still new. I saw it. But god damn, I did not remember it being so violent. It is ridiculously violent and ridiculously awesome. If you want to... I was going to say if you want to terminate boredom, watch RoboCop. But then, does that even make sense? RoboCop. Check it out. Check it out. But Spawn. Director's cut. $3, I think. I never saw this one back in the day. At least I don't think I did. This is one that's always on the terrible movies list. So, I never bothered. But I have watched it within the last week or so, and it's going to be a guilty pleasure for me because I actually liked it. The final fight scene was ridiculously stupid and horrible looking with its PlayStation 1 era graphics. It's awful. The cape is a joke. I mean, why did he have to have an animated cape? When the rest of the costume looks so awesome. And he looks awesome on the cover. He looks awesome on it. So I don't get that decision. But the clown was great. Martin Sheen, I did not really... Check this out if you get a chance. It's so bad. It's definitely in the so bad it's good category. Go ninja, go ninja, go! Go ninja, go ninja, go! Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. I've always loved this movie. I've always loved the first one and this one. When I was a kid, man, I was all about some Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles was my jam. And I went back and I watched this one again. I actually watched it with my son and daughter who enjoyed it. But the costumes are so well done. And it's funny because these are slightly worse than the original costumes. But, like, they're jumping around, doing all the action and shit in these costumes, and the costumes still look good. It's a credit to, I don't know if, I think this movie was dedicated to Jim Henson, but I don't know if he actually, if it was still his company that did the suits like they did in the first one. Oh no, yeah, it is. Animatronic characters by Jim Henson's Creature Shop. So there you go. And it really shows because this is some quality stuff. I loved watching it. And for the first time, I watched Independence Day 4. Independence Day. I'd never seen this movie. I never had any desire to it. Perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it at all. It's a decent movie. It's fun. It's a big, stupid, blockbuster action movie. I enjoyed it. Had some good moments. It's got the president's speech at the end is, always on the list of best speeches from a movie ever. And it was pretty fun. I could say celebrate your independence from boredom by picking up this for $5. It's the 20th anniversary edition. Has the theatrical and extended cuts and a little slipcase. Ba. Good stuff. Alright, I only got two left. I told you I've picked up a lot in the first couple weeks. Thor Ragnarok. Everybody loves Thor Ragnarok. For good reason. It's a damn good movie. And it really turns Thor... It makes Thor one of the best characters in the MCU. There's not a whole hell of a lot I can say about it. I got it on, or from eBay for $3 or so, something like that. It was a steal. So... I'm glad to have it. I'm very slowly getting up there with the MCU movies. I'll have them all, but, like I said, I'm focusing on cheap first. Any of them that I can dig and get for cheap is what I'm going. So yeah, Thor Ragnarok. And the last one. This one is the I think the best deal that I've gotten since I started this, the Alien Anthology, and look at it. Look at that shine. I don't know if that's picking up on there, but look at the shine. It's such an interesting looking case. But anyway, the Alien Anthology, it is a 6-disc set, all 4 movies, $5. Once again, Big Lots. Go check it out. And to be perfectly honest with you, don't know if I'd ever seen any of the Alien movies. I don't remember them. I know them through, obviously, pop culture references and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know if I ever sat down and actually watched it. So, I watched the first Alien this past week. It was really good. I see why it gets all the acclaim. It's a good, fun, horror movie, basically. I'm looking forward to watching Aliens and seeing... Because that one's the one that's supposed to be better, right? Everybody thinks Aliens is better. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But good stuff. Pick this up if you get a chance, Like I said, a 6-disc set for $5 with 2 of the greatest horror sci-fi movies of all time. No-brainer. But anyway, that's it. That's a bunch of movies. If you want to see where my collection is at now with all the old ones and everything, and there's a couple more that are in my collection that are actually my wife's. I bought them for her that aren't in this video. Check out the link in the description. There's a link to my collection there. It's got everything and with the editions and all that stuff if you're interested. But anyway, what'd you pick up? Are you into physical media? Do you care? Is physical media a waste of time? I don't think so, because you never know. You could want to watch Piranha, and I can just take it off my shelf and watch Piranha. I don't have to go, hey, Netflix, hey, Hulu, do you have Piranha? And then, if they do have Piranha, it's not the Roger Corman classic film by Joe Dante, Piranha. Look at that piranha. It's a piranha and a lady riding on a chip. If I want to watch this, bam, on my shelf. Screw you, Netflix. I'll see you later. Bye. I'm just knocking shit all over the place. And I can't even blame it on Spot this time, because it's not her.